Hello, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Last episode, we began investigating an incident in Neuhof, and we've been sent out into the world on our own for the first time. And right now, I'm tracking a stable boy from Neuhof, whose name is Ginger, and I have reason to believe that he's being kept hidden by some charcoal burners. So right now I'm going to go spy on these burners, see if I can find out what's going on, and try to have a chat with Ginger. It's still the wee hours of the morning. That's okay. We're feeling well rested. And it looks like none of the burners are up yet. Here, of course, we have my faithful horse, Pebbles, who's been waiting outside of the camp all night for me. But we're going to go have a seat and see what's going on. Over here, by the pot, of course, seems like a good idea to have some breakfast. And now we can go ahead and have a seat on the stump. As I mentioned, nobody awake yet, so we can have a wait. Just an hour. And there we go. The day has begun in earnest. I don't happen to see any of the twins right away. The one, of course, has that red overcoat on, so he's very easy to spot. Apparently, I have something called a marigold decoction. That will give me 30 health, which will bring me up to 93. It's much needed. So I can eat that. Yeah, okay, that's working. Excellent news. I was almost killed last episode by some cumins, but the burners came in and did me a solid, so I have to be thankful. And there we go. Here is one of the twins. You can see his red coat. He's getting some food now. Another rabbit. They're everywhere in Bohemia, apparently. And Twinny is going to have a seat on the stump and have some breakfast. I think this one here is the other twin with his little cap on. No, that's Radon. Yes, the other twin is very generic looking and hard to spot in the crowd. So I need to keep an eye on him more, maybe. Of course, this is the chap that conned me out of 26 groschen for the information about Ginger. But it's done me no good so far. I have to wonder if the fact that I'm here in full soldier getup is going to change their behavior. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I guess he's shoveling the charcoal out and into the bucket, and then the wood that he's got half buried is going to slowly turn into more charcoal. I think that's how it works. But then we have the other twin over here who has the wood piled and then kindling or whatever in this kind of tower. It's all quite strange to me. Yeah, so this would be, okay, so this would be what it looks like as it's happening. We have the wood is buried around this tower thing, and then everything is slowly turning to charcoal. And then this one is done, and he's reaping the rewards. Okay, that's starting to make sense. I don't know too much about this medieval type stuff. Somebody had to make the charcoal, I guess. But yeah, so far that means that these guys are going about their daily business. I don't see any evidence that they're hiding Ginger from me. I know I can confront them.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Should I tell him where I got the information? He should probably know that I know.
So where's Ginger? I know you're hiding him, and I'm not leaving till I get an answer.
Who told you that?
One of the charcoal burners here. I don't know what he's called. He was quite sure about it.
You don't want to believe everything you hear. That's a load of horse shit.
Really? Well, we can find out easily enough. From what I hear, you bring him food every day, so all I have to do is wait for one of you to leave and follow him, right?
Oh, fuck it. The damage is done. What do you want then?
I want to find Ginger and ask him about that raid.
But Ginger ain't safe as long as those two cutthroats are lurking around. So, if you want to talk to him, better deal with them first. Unless you're one of the gang too.
Deal with the bandits, huh? I'm not sure that I'm capable of that. Can I tell him I've got more important things to do?
I need to question Ginger, not go on some wild goose chase through the woods. If more people are slaughtered because of you delaying me, you'll be to blame.
If anyone gets slaughtered, it'll be because you didn't deal with those bandits. So don't point the finger at me. Good luck to you.
Alright, so I do need to deal with the bandits. They're somewhere in this area. Between here and the other camp that sent me this way. So back onto Pebbles. And we're going to head back towards Neuhof. This may make it easier for me to find the bandits. It also might make it easier for the bandits to find me. I am a little worried about how this is going to go. I haven't been to the south in this direction. So let's go do that. This looks a little bit more secluded. If I was bandits, maybe this is where I'd want to be. So we're coming to the edge of the bandit area. And we're back on the road towards Neuhof. So I can probably follow the perimeter. And then take the center road here. And hopefully that'll be enough. This time we want to keep our eye on the forest to our left though. Instead of staying on the road. Bit of a pathway here into the woods that I don't see on the map. We're going right into the center now. We should be coming out onto that center road that I spoke of at any moment. A nice little overlook here. Maybe a good place to get ambushed. Stay up here on the ridge. I think there might be a structure over here. Yep, there's definitely a camp. Back it up. Dismount. Good sir, who are you, may I ask? Do you want to kill me? Hello? Oh, you do want to kill me? No.
What the hell was
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask
Sure.
first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at
we
a
have much in
nearby
common.
stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I was just about to ask you two the same thing. I'm looking for him too.
Then it's a pity neither of us have found him yet.
Thank heavens I've found you though. I imagine you two might be able to tell me something about Neuhof.
I see. Well, we can give you a little demonstration of what happened there.
Yeah, just as I thought.
Take that!
There's no way I'm going to win this against two of them.
Don't
How do I forget how I switch targets? Ah, that was a bad one. All right, so now I know who's looking for Ginger, and I know how to find the bandits. Where's the twin going? Is he going to find Ginger? To warn him? Maybe I should just follow him instead. As I said, his red coat makes him very obvious, especially in the woods. So I don't have to worry too much about getting caught. Of course, I'm wearing red as well, so I shouldn't talk too much. I hope we're going to find Ginger, otherwise I'm not sure what kind of trap he's leading me into.
Last chance to fuck off, cunts! What have we got here? Entertainment?
Oh shit, look at this. This is even worse. Oh, these guys are... This is a fairer fight than I thought. Some of these guys are on my side. Not sure what's going on here.
Come here, Lily.
Fuck it!
Alright, we won that battle. I'm shocked.
The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Now you're just going to walk back to camp? I'm so confused. You're the dude that told me where Ginger was. Now I'm even more confused. But these guys aren't going anywhere either. They're just standing out in the woods. Well, as I don't know what else to do, I guess I'm going back to camp. Alright, so back on the road that we were last time, but instead of going back to the thieves, because I know I can't win a 2-on-1 fight, I'm going to go back to Neuhof and talk to Captain Bernard and see if I can get some backup or something. If I can't, or I don't make any other breakthroughs, I might go off and do some side questing and see if I can improve my skill. But I don't want to try to advance the plot right now by myself on this mission. So we'll drop Pebbles off right there. She can get a bite to eat. And let's go talk to Captain Bernard. Hopefully he's still here. It has been a bit. Indeed, there's my man. My CO.
God be with you.
I need help with the killers.
I need help.
Is that so? What's the matter? Did you lose your way?
No, I found those bandits. They want to kill Ginger.
Fuck! We need him alive. How many of them are there?
Just 2, but they're tough-looking brutes.
We'll see about that. After them. Lead the way. Farewell.
How do I know what they look like when I was killed the only time I saw them? I'm not sure how that works. Oh, look at this. Right to it then.
You'll get what for?
All right, was it worth it?
Christ.
And we did it. We killed the bandits. Where's Captain Bernard? There he is. Can't talk to him right now. Go back to Ginger's Guardians.
Well, that's that.
Aye. There's less evil in the world now. It's just a shame we couldn't squeeze anything out of them. They probably could have told us some interesting things.
They would have talked if they meant to. What's done is done.
True. And how do you fare? Have you found anything?
I'll say now we'll get some answers.
I know someone who will speak more freely now.
Excellent. Once you have everything, come and see me. Is that clear?
Clear.
That was kind of weird how it just fast traveled right to the camp. And also how I knew where the camp was. I can practice my lockpicking. I don't think anybody will mind me stealing from dead bandits. So close. I thought I was so close. Too bad. I do happen to like the lockpicking in this game. I feel like maybe in Fallout it's a little bit too easy. I notice sometimes I never even bother with the computer hacking in Fallout because I consider it kind of a pain in the butt. And lockpicking is the same way here. So I need to go back to the charcoal burners, but at the moment I don't have a horse. And there we go. Easy peasy. Who would have thought it would have been so hassle-free to transport your horse?
Get ready to bleed.
Did I go too far? No, not exactly.
Curse it!
Just gonna like pretend like these guys aren't here. And here we are, back into Burner Camp, and no enemies have followed us. So that strategy works fairly well. I suppose as none of the humans have cavalry. Alright, where are my friends, so to speak, that know about Ginger? I don't see the red-coated man. Here we go. Sir.
Good day to you. What do you need?
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. Alright, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
Good luck to you.
Alright, so what are we doing here? Where is the road to Ujits? I don't know where Ujits is. According to this, Ginger shouldn't be too far. So I'm going to follow the road north. So follow the road to Ujits. There's a path that leads to a stream. Maybe over here. It's easy to miss. Is there really such a thing as an overgrown path? It's not really a path anymore. Here's something. Definitely a path. A few greeneries popping up, but I wouldn't say it's overgrown. Supposed to be looking for another path off the side, right? I'm not exactly sure. I wouldn't say this is a path. I am heading towards where the game says my target is, though. Some kind of wreckage over here? Or a camp, maybe? Very well could be it. There we go. Hello, Ginger. Mission accomplished.
It's not my fault. There was...
All right.
Jesus.
I told you I would
You've
hear
led me
you
a
out.
merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Well, his cronies are dead as far as I know. I'm not sure which bandit he killed. So why did you run?
Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
Tell me everything.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
I want to
Don't
hear
worry,
it.
I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. And then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. He ran off with the others. And I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still.
There was nothing you could do.
What bandit? He says he didn't kill any bandits. He already told me everything that's happened.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
The problem is that he said there were 8. And as far as I know, we've killed about 4. So, there are at least 4 more left. And I thought we were going to get information about Sir Mardvark, who is our nemesis. So we haven't learned as much as I would want. I'm sure that if I'd done some more exploring or found some more clues, probably I could learn a little bit more. But what's done is done.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Alright, yeah, I can go back to the stud farm and talk to them about Ginger. That's not a problem.
What the hell was that?
Oh, shit. Well, that didn't go too well, did it?
I'm going to enjoy
Come on, get your sword out, Henry. There should be, yeah, this is not good. Can we run away? I don't know how to run away.
Hey!
Are you back on the horse, maybe? Come on.
All slaughtered.
Oh, look, they're actually progressing on their charcoal, too. This guy now has the wood piled up around his little tower in the center. So they're getting somewhere. This guy now is digging out all of his charcoal. Alright, good for you. Maybe we'll be a little bit more careful this time as we ride back to Neuhof. I'm not sure exactly yet how those encounters on the road happen. Are they random or pre-scripted? I'm not exactly sure. This time we're going to stay more to the south. Apparently Sir Radzig is here. I found his horse. I'm not sure if I should go convince them about Ginger or not. I'm frankly not so convinced about him myself. I wouldn't mind finding a tub to wash up in or something like that too. I've taken a lot of knocks. Seems like everybody from Neuhof has left. There's nobody around the scene of the crime anyway. Here is the town blacksmith shop. You would think that would be a little bit heavy for Henry. Nothing in particular that seems to be of use to us. So, that's a shame as well. Certainly fish out in this pond. I mentioned before that might end up being a good source of food for us. So we're back up here by Captain Bernard. I still haven't located a lot of the villagers. I need to talk to Zora. I cannot talk to Zora.
Good afternoon.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, ma'am.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
But why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people, why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I'm sorry to bring him bad news.
I'm sorry I have to disappoint him.
Me too. But I can't have him coming back. Not if him being here puts others at risk.
Very well. We'll see if we can't deal with those cutthroats yet.
Then I'd gladly take him back. But not until then. May the Lord watch over you.
Right, before we do anything, let's report to Captain Bernard.
My respects to you.
Do I,
I
though?
talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right, since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Uzhitz. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Okay, so go talk to Radzig.
Take care now.
We can certainly do that. Where is Sir Radzig? I haven't seen him yet. Oh, up here. Hello.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Uzhit with a limp.
And his name?
The boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar company. Villagers like to gossip.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Uzhitz, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Uzhitz then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they did. I want to see them hang. Then bring him to me in Neuhof and I'll decide on his fate.
Certainly, sir. Why choose Neuhof?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it. Take care now.
Alright, so we know that we have to go to Uzhitz. That's not my priority this second, though. As you can probably tell, the sun is setting. But there's still something I want to do before I go too far. Radzig is taken off. Good day to you, sir. I would like to get my horse as well. Right now I plan to make my way to the Rete mill. We should just be able to follow the road south out of Neuhof. Radzig is going to be like, "Where are you going, son? I just sent you to Uzhitz." I can't say that word. So other than a little rough terrain, no real issues on the way to Rete. So this is the miller's place, right back this way. Around the bend here, and this is it, where we started the game. Just about. So, my good man. Dear Miller, where have you gone? I would love to repay a debt. There you are, coming out of your house to look at my horse. Sir, I've got enough coin to pay you back.
I've got the money to pay that debt.
And I was afraid you had a chamber pot for a head. Hand it over. That job's still going, if you're interested.
Why would I be interested?
I'm not interested.
Tell me something about
Tell me
yourself.
something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sasa.
So now we're still up to 344 groschen. That's pretty good as far as I know. So Teresa is here, although I don't think I can spend time with her until before noon.
Boy.
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. It's getting too late now. But if you pick me up during the day, I'll be glad to take a walk with you.
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
Right, so now I just need to find a place for the night around Rete. I don't think I'm allowed to stay here, but there are plenty of beds available. So I'm going to dismount Pebbles, and I'm going to leave my horse here at the refugee camp. But I'm going to have a pop into Rete before bedtime.
Flour, egg, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit and you'll be able to feed the whole family with fresh bread.
I can take a bath.
Cabbage! Cabbage! Green cabbage! Get it before it goes brown.
That's going to be an improvement.
Bread, fresh bread. Bread, rolls, buns and...
I desperately need somebody to work on my armor. I don't know if these places are going to be open or whatnot at this hour. Armor Smith.
Good health to you.
I have other stuff that he doesn't seem interested in repairing. How much for these gloves? 31. Oh, I see. These are much cheaper. And my van braces are pretty expensive. Let's do that though. Takes me up to 71. You know I love to haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Alright, so.
Alright, right now I'm at 67 apparently. I can go down to 44. Let's try like 55.
Satisfied?
You're a right pinch purse.
I am, you're right. But that isn't his final offer. He's at 63. So how about 60?
What about this?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
62. Final offer. Let's do it.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
All right. I'm happy with that for sure. And the good thing about that final offer perk that I took is that I can never lose reputation. So things will always be getting cheaper anyway. So I think we did good with that, taking it early on. The tailor is officially closed. I don't know if I need them to fix some of my softer armor. There should be a trader over here too, although I suspect it's too late for any of that stuff. And indeed, this is closed as well. Right, so let's go back down this way. Yeah, all the shops are shutting down. We got a wash up. We got some armor repaired. So I'm happy with that. Can I have a nap over here? I think that's what I did last time. It's almost 9. 7 hours will get our health up to 99.
I'm from Skalitz, and well.
Hey, do you think you own the place, snoring here? Clear off.
Oh, I've been run away.
Fellow, you can't sleep here.
Alright, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed outside the castle here. More beds up here right by the gate. Sleep and save. My 3 favorite words. This seems better anyhow. We can stick to 7 hours. That will take us to 4 a.m. And there we have it. Another day completed in Bohemia. We found Ginger. We reported back to Sir Radzig. And we have a new mission in Uzhitz. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm going to save it for next time. Like I said, it's been a successful episode. We've got plenty of options going forward. I think we're really starting to understand the plot and where it's heading and how we're ultimately going to track down Sir Mardvark. So it feels good. For now, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur. This has been Kingdom Come Deliverance. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much and have a good night. We got more up here, and that's it. We failed the event. Makes it 2-0.
For duty!
Get all these archers behind the lines. The good news is that we are profitable, and we need to focus on the boat. I've been cuckolded. -100%. Job done.